Out of those 17 years that you've actually cooked, who would you say is probably the most nervous-making for you? When you cook for someone, who were you the most apprehensive about and terrified and sweating like that you were going to cook for that person?
Well, I would have to say, although I didn't sweat because that's just not my style. Pierre Gagne from Paris, who was actually at the restaurant last week. So that's my mentor. That's the guy that I worked for in Paris many years ago when I was a wee lad. And it was nuts.
And did you feel, I mean, what did you actually make him? I'm curious to know what you would make a mentor like that.
It was 18 courses of fun. I don't remember myself.
If you could cook for anyone in the world besides, say, Chef Gagne, who else would you your fantasy person to cook for?
Fantasy person or alive, dead, or?
Alive or dead?
One person?
Why don't we have four? Why don't we have, let's have a table of people.
Voldemort.
Oh, Voldemort.
No? Winston Churchill and the Buddha. How's that?
Boy, I tell you, I'd like to be there and having that conversation with him.
Just purely for a good dynamic of a good party. That could be fun.
One of your hallmarks has always been very inventive cooking. Is that something that you're still interested in doing? I mean, what do you think where are we going with this kind of molecular movement?
Well, I don't subscribe to the whole molecular gastronomy thing. That's not the way I cook. I've never cooked like that. The way that I would term it would be open food. Open-minded about food. Molecular gastronomy is not really a way of cooking. It's just a term which is coined to put a box around certain chefs on what they're doing. The way that I see it is creativity is something which is a tool for the chef of today and always has been. If you look back, Antoine Carême, Escoffier, these guys were doing stuff which at the time seemed completely off the wall, completely just absolutely not fitting what people wanted. We look back now, they are groundbreakers. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we are today. So for me, open food, having an open mind is the most important thing. Where do I see food going? I would say the world is getting a smaller place day by day. I can get whatever I want, whenever I want, and greater range of ingredients and techniques and ideas, internet, etc., and the way we work these days. So I would say more global in a way, i.e. not so traditional in Asian food using Asian ingredients only, French food using French Northern European ingredients only. More a good influence from around the world, which has always been the case, but I think more and more you see it. And I think in that way, but the counterbalance way is also more local at the same time. I know it sounds a little strange giving local and worldly, but utilizing more sustainable, in a way, local produce, which I think is more and more the fashion these days. But I see over the next couple of years that becoming more developing in that way.